Over 1,000 people retire in South Carolina every month, but many quickly discover that their perfect town isn't exactly what they expected. A charming beach house, but 45 minutes from the hospital. An affordable community that floods every 3 years. Your dream retirement can lose its shine fast if you don't know what to look for. Today, I'm breaking down the 6 top places to retire in South Carolina, from $360,000 communities to $3 million luxury islands. The good, the bad, and the deal breakers you really need to know before you make your move. By the end, you'll know which spot truly fits your lifestyle before you make a $500,000 mistake. Coming in at number 6 is Murrells Inlet and Pawleys Island, giving you coastal living without the Charleston price tag. If you want that coastal retirement vibe, but Mount Pleasant's $940,000 median price tag makes you say, absolutely not, then Murrells Inlet gives you a nice alternative for a median price of around $474,000, which is literally half the price. Murrells Inlet is only about 90 minutes north of Charleston, right on the coast. This whole area is part of what the locals call the Hammock Coast. It's technically in the greater Myrtle Beach region, but don't let that freak you out if you're not a Myrtle Beach fan. This is nothing like the touristy, commercialized, high-energy part of Myrtle Beach that you may be thinking of. Murrells Inlet is a historic fishing village with this charming area that they call the Marsh Walk, which is a half-mile boardwalk right on the water with restaurants, bars, and marinas. You can grab fresh seafood, watch the sunset over the marsh, and just soak in that low-country vibe. It's very laid back and epitomizes that easygoing beach lifestyle. Pawleys Island is right next door. It's a small barrier island known for its shabby chic homes and seriously peaceful atmosphere. If quiet coastal living is your thing, then you'll love it here. So what else makes this work for retirees? The area also offers outdoor activities like golf, birding, kayaking, as well as history and some family-friendly fun activities for when the grandkids visit. There are also a couple of 55+ and senior living options here, like the Lakes at Litchfield and Oceanside Landing. You'll find amenities like pools, wellness and fitness centers, and even shared garden spaces. Plus, you're just minutes from top-rated golf courses like True Blue and Caledonia. Now, one thing to keep in mind is healthcare access. You're about 30 to 40 minutes from major hospitals in places like Myrtle Beach or Conway. It's a stark contrast from the accessibility of Mount Pleasant, which we'll talk about next. So if being close to top-tier medical facilities is a non-negotiable for you, then keep watching because I have some great alternatives on this list. The difference between a 10-minute drive and a 40-minute drive to the ER could literally save your life one day, so it just might not be something that you're willing to compromise on. But if you value peace, natural beauty, and a lower price point, then this area totally delivers. For some people, this peace and slower pace of life and affordability is totally worth it. For others, perhaps it is the healthcare access that's the deal breaker, but maybe they're just looking for even more culture and things to do. If you're in that second camp, then number 5 is going to look more appealing. And by the way, if we haven't connected yet, my name is Sarah Newman. I'm a local realtor in the Charleston and Summerville part of South Carolina, and I'm the founder of the Elevate team. My team and I specialize in retirement locations, and we've helped hundreds of retirees find their perfect homes here in Charleston and Summerville. If you're interested in a different location outside of Charleston and Summerville, perhaps somewhere we're talking about on this list today, well, we can help with that too. We know amazing agents in every market. So email us today and I'll help you get connected with an expert agent in your area, wherever you're moving, be it in the US or abroad. All our contact information is in the description below this video. Next, let's move on to destination number 5, which is Mount Pleasant, delivering upscale coastal living with everything you need. Picture being 20 minutes from downtown Charleston, 15 minutes to the Isle of Palms Beach, and having the number 1 ranked hospital in South Carolina at your fingertips. That's Mount Pleasant. It's a large suburb just east of downtown, right across the Ravenel Bridge, with a population of about 100,000 people. What makes it so appealing is this combination of upscale coastal living, incredible healthcare access, and a really strong community feel with an abundance of things to do. The Old Village area is especially charming, with historic homes, tree-lined streets, waterfront views, this walkable little downtown area with a few shops and restaurants and an old pharmacy. Mount Pleasant at large has some of the best shopping, dining, and parks, plus marinas, golf courses, and it's just minutes to the beach. Now, for retirees, healthcare is a huge priority. In Mount Pleasant, you can easily get downtown to MUSC, the Medical University of South Carolina, which is rated the #1 hospital in the state. Plus, you've got Roper St. Francis and East Cooper Medical Center hospitals, both right in Mount Pleasant. So if healthcare matters to you, which I'm guessing it does, then you've got world-class care right here. And of course, tons of other medical offices and specialty doctors to meet all of your medical needs. There's also a dedicated senior center for 50 and older, which offers a variety of recreational, cultural, and creative arts programs, in addition to providing health, wellness, educational, and social activities. Space at the facility includes a weight room, aerobics room, cafe, screen porch, card room, education room, arts and crafts room, and a therapeutic healing garden. The town of Mount Pleasant runs a ton of recreational programs and events, festivals like the Blessing of the Fleet, farmers markets, a holiday parade. There's just always something happening here. As far as housing goes, the median price in Mount Pleasant is $940,000. That's up about 8% year over year. The market here can move quickly. There are several 55-plus communities here as well. Restore at Carolina Park, the Cottages at Carolina Park, and Liberty Cottages at Park West. Price ranges from the low $600,000s to close to $1 million. I have other videos that share all the details about these communities if you would like to queue those up next. Mount Pleasant doesn't have land left for big new construction developments. So if you do want a 55-plus community, you are looking at resale homes in smaller pocket subsections of these bigger neighborhoods for the most part. And I'm not going to talk about it in this video, but if you do want a new construction option right on the other side of the Wanda River from Mount Pleasant, you can check out Del Webb at Point Hope. I have an entire video about that community as well, which just opened in the last couple months. So overall, Mount Pleasant gives you upscale living, beach access, excellent healthcare, and you're close to Charleston's culture and world-renowned restaurants. It is pricier than most other spots on our list today, but you're paying for location and quality of life. Okay, so our 2 locations we covered so far have been beach-focused, but what if the ocean isn't your thing? What if you'd rather wake up to mountain views and fall colors? Let's head to the upstate. Number 4 is completely different. If you're sitting there thinking, honestly, I don't even want to be near the ocean. I miss real fall and winter. I want to see the leaves change and get a little bit of snow. Then Greenville is where you need to look. Greenville is a mountain town with urban energy and the 4 seasons. And get this, the cost of living is 9% below the national average. But the downtown feels like a city twice its size. Greenville is up in what we call the upstate, right in the foothills of the Blue Ridge Mountains, about 3 hours from Charleston. You've got fall foliage, hiking trails, places like Caesar's Head and Pretty Place Chapel. It's gorgeous up there. But what surprised me the first time I visited was also how artsy and cultural it is too. The downtown has a whole scene with galleries, live music, craft breweries, restaurants, the Peace Center for Performing Arts, theater, and art walks. The Reedy River runs straight through the middle of downtown and is so picturesque with inviting trails and green space all around. It's got a totally different vibe than coastal areas. Oh, and the sometimes high property insurance and flood insurance costs that we have to deal with here on the coast, you typically don't have that problem in Greenville. Healthcare is solid too. 2 major systems, Prism Health and Bon Secure St. Francis, with multiple hospitals, specialty care, and all of that. The median home price is around $500,000, up about 1% year over year. So it is more accessible than some other places on our list. If you want walkable, urban, cultural, plus mountains and actual seasons, Greenville checks those boxes. It's perfect for people who don't want the beach lifestyle, but still want to be active and engaged. All right, let's head back to the Charleston area for number 3. This is where you could get the most bang for your buck. Coming in at number 3, we have Summerville, with master planned living at incredible value. This is where value meets quality. We're talking options for things like communities with huge modern clubhouses, resort-level amenities, and median home prices in these communities around $500,000 or so, but you can definitely get in for even less. The median price in Summerville at large is just $360,000. So if you're sitting there thinking, I want all those resort-style amenities, but I don't want to blow my entire retirement savings, then Somerville is your spot. Somerville is a historic town about 30 miles northwest of Charleston. They call it the Flower Town in the Pines because the town became known for huge spring blooms, especially azaleas, set among its pine forest. And that flowers plus pines contrast became part of its identity and tourism story. But what really sets it apart for retirees are the master plan communities like Cane Bay, Summers Corner, Nexton, and Carnes Crossroads, which, technically is Goose Creek, but it's right on the border of Somerville. For example, Nexton is a massive, award-winning master plan community that's honestly become one of the most desirable places to live in the whole Charleston area. Nexton is huge, over 5,000 acres at the intersection of Interstate 26 and Highway 17A. It's got homes, apartments, offices, schools, restaurants, shops, parks, miles of trails, and all of it's connected. And get this, 30% of the community is preserved green spaces with live oaks, wetlands, ponds, and parks. It's beautiful. You've got numerous 55-plus neighborhoods in Somerville. I have dozens of videos about these communities here on the channel. Some of the top ones are the Four Seasons at Cane Bay, Horizons at Summers Corner and Carnes Crossroads, and Del Webb at Nexton and Cane Bay. If you don't know Del Webb, they're one of the most popular active adult brands in the whole country. All these communities I mentioned have massive indoor and outdoor pools, fitness centers, tennis, pickleball, full calendars of activities and clubs that's even planned by a lifestyle director who organizes everything for you. So if you're worried about making friends or staying active, these communities make it ridiculously easy. Here's something that you may not have thought about yet. As a whole, most of Somerville sits in a lower flood zone than closer to the coast. A lot of it is in flood zone X, which means lower flood insurance costs if you even decide to carry it at all. And of course, more peace of mind. All these things really matter when you're planning for long-term retirement in a coastal region. The healthcare here is solid and even getting better. You've got the Somerville Medical Center and Roper St. Francis Berkeley Hospital. And here's the big news. MUSC broke ground in September of this year on a new $130 million hospital with 70 inpatient beds and emergency care. The cancer facility is expected to open in summer 2027 and the hospital in summer 2028. So Somerville gives you options for modern, amenity-rich living with lower costs, lower flood risk, and easy access to Charleston and the beaches when you want it. Personally, I think it's one of the best locations on today's list if you want all those amenities and an active lifestyle without the coastal price tag. All right, so far we've talked a lot about value and practicality. But number 2 is a totally different story. Right now, we're going to pure luxury. Coming in at number 2 is Kiowa and Seabrook Islands, ideal for private, gated, luxury coastal living. These places would be for you if you want absolute privacy, luxury, and world-class golf, all in a gated island community. When the Ocean Course hosts the PGA Championship, that's literally in your backyard. That's what we're talking about here. So Kiowa and Seabrook are 2 private, gated barrier islands about 25 miles southwest of Charleston. Kiowa is one of the most exclusive addresses in South Carolina. It's known worldwide for its 5 championship golf courses, including the Ocean Course, which has hosted the PGA Championship in 2012 and 2021, plus the 1991 Ryder Cup. It's part luxury resort, part private residential community. If you live there, you get access to all of the island's amenities. Oceanside pools, tennis and pickleball courts, miles of pristine beaches, bike paths, 5-star club services, you name it. The Kiowa Island Club has memberships with golf, dining, fitness, and social events. You truly can be in your own private bubble, but can also enjoy all that Charleston has to offer outside of the gates whenever you feel like exploring. Seabrook Island is right next to Kiowa. It's smaller and a bit quieter. It's also private and gated with 2 championship golf courses, a tournament-grade racket club, and even a full-size equestrian center. At Seabrook, you've got a more intimate, close-knit feel compared to Kiowa. Some people actually prefer it, especially if you're not a serious golfer, but you still want that luxury island lifestyle. Now, median home prices on Kiowa are about $1.6 million. But for single-family homes, you're looking at about $3.25 million. And yeah, that's not a typo or a misspeak. But if you've got it, this is where you spend it. These are ultra-luxury properties in one of the most beautiful spots on the East Coast. Seabrook is relatively more affordable with a median price in the mid-$800,000 or closer to $1.3 million for a single family. Here's the thing though, healthcare access. However, fortunately, this is all about to change. Currently, both Seabrook and Kiowa are about a 45-minute to an hour drive to the nearest hospital, depending on traffic. So if you've got ongoing medical needs, this is definitely something that you need to think about. The good news is that there is a new MUSC Health Kiowa Partners Pavilion being built nearby with emergency and clinical services, which should be opening very soon and is a huge relief to people in this area. Still, even once this long-awaited facility is open, you're limited on other medical and specialty services nearby, so still may be driving elsewhere for non-emergency needs. But having emergency services opening here very soon is definitely a big deal and something to celebrate for this area. Overall, Kiowa and Seabrook work for people who want privacy, luxury, and golf, and just that whole resort lifestyle in a gated, exclusive setting. Now, as incredible as Kiowa is, and it really is stunning, there's one retirement spot in South Carolina that consistently ranks above it. So what takes the number one spot? Hilton Head Island, which you might consider the gold standard for retirement in South Carolina. Now, as a realtor, I don't even cover the Hilton Head area, so this is definitely not me trying to sell you on it. I'm just gathering the data and telling you the things that you may want to consider. Like I said earlier, I do know an incredible agent in the Hilton Head area that I would love to refer you to ensure you have the absolute best buying experience there if you choose to retire in the Hilton Head and surrounding towns. But first, let me tell you why it just might beat everything else on this list. You've really got absolutely everything in one spot, except, of course, the mountains, that is. Hilton Head is home to world-class golf, 12 miles of public beaches, over 60 miles of bike paths, good healthcare, shopping, restaurants, all of it right there. Niche.com ranks Hilton Head the number one spot to retire in South Carolina. Hilton Head is a well-established resort island in Beaufort County, about 2 hours south of Charleston. The island has multiple championship golf courses. Harbortown Golf Links hosts the RBC Heritage PGA Tour event. That's probably the most famous one. If you golf, this place is paradise. But even if you don't, there's biking, fishing, kayaking, tennis, pickleball, beach walks, whatever you're into. For retirees specifically, there are specialized senior living options and active adult 55 plus communities. The biggest is Sun City Hilton Head, over in nearby Bluffton. Sun City is a Del Webb community with over 9,000 homes, and it really is its own city with resort-style amenities, full calendar of clubs and activities. It's one of the largest and most popular 55 plus communities in the whole Southeast. Now, when people say Hilton Head, they usually include the broader area around it, including Beaufort and Bluffton. These nearby towns have their own charm, so you've got even more options for where to actually live. For healthcare, you have Hilton Head Regional Medical Center, multiple specialty care centers, and Beaufort Memorial Hospital nearby too. And if you need more advanced care, then Savannah is a reasonable drive too, just under an hour. I will say that Charleston overall ranks higher than Hilton Head for healthcare, and we just have a lot more options for people here. People come from all over the state for procedures and doctors here in Charleston, so that is something to keep in mind. The median home price on Hilton Head right now is about $750,000, down about 5% year over year. The market is more balanced than a few years ago, with options from condos and townhomes from the $300,000 all the way up to luxury waterfront estates in the millions. What really makes Hilton Head different is the lifestyle. It's built for retirees. The culture is welcoming and social. There's this real sense of ease and relaxation without the hustle and bustle that you might find in a bigger city. But if you enjoy more history and culture and just things to do year-round, you may prefer Charleston to Hilton Head. Also, at least in my opinion, while both towns have a touristy aspect to them, I think you notice it more in Hilton Head. In the summer, the population surges in Hilton Head are more extreme than here in Charleston, because here we have tourism year-round. So it's really just built into our day-to-day, and yes, we do see flares like around spring break, for example, but it's not as stark of a seasonal shift like the locals feel who live on Hilton Head. So again, that's just something to keep in mind if you're trying to nail down some of the pros and cons between these two destinations. All right, there's your 6 best places to retire in South Carolina. Each one works for the right person. Now, if you're leaning towards the Charleston and Summerville area, after watching this, then we need to talk. My team and I work with retirees every day, and we know how to help you strategize and plan to make your move. You can reach us by calling, texting, or emailing us at hello@elevateteamcharleston.com. All of our contact information is also down in the description. Like I said earlier, I know amazing agents in all of the destinations mentioned today. So if you want to ensure that you're working with a true trusted professional and not just some random agent that first pops up on Zillow, please reach out and I will happily connect you with one of my trusted colleagues in these other areas. And if you're budget conscious, click the next video. I'm breaking down the most affordable 55+ communities here in our area, with quality living starting around $300,000. If you found this video helpful, please like it and subscribe to the channel so that you can be the first one to know about all things Charleston. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.